Hi, this is Rachelle at Scrapcraftastic, and today I'm going to show you how to cover a notebook with scrapbook paper. We've already done a version using washi tape, and I used book tape to put the clear coating over the washi tape and sticker paper. And I'll put a link to the video where we did this cover in the iCard up above. But for today, I'm going to cover this one with scrapbook paper. You can use any kind of cardstock. Say if you took some cardstock and decorated it with stickers, you could do the same thing with that. And I actually kind of had the idea to do that, but maybe we'll save it for another time. But what this is just a pocket size notebook by Moleskine. Here is this is how it comes in a pack of 3. I got these from Target on clearance, but this was from another pack. I've already started kind of using the notebook. I just was testing out watercolor backgrounds in it, but so I'm going to use this one to show you how to cover it. So you could probably just use scrap paper that you might have laying around. All right, instead of traditional scrapbook paper, I have this digital paper that I printed on cardstock a while ago. It had a misprint on the back. So I think I would have used this because this is kind of like an artsy type journal, and this is more artsy to me. So, or journal-y. So let's go ahead and trim off the white. And let's trim it off a little bit better than that. There we go. And trim off the white here. And what I want to try and do is make sure that I get the face on the front cover. I know I probably won't be able to get it on the back cover. And that is cut crooked. I'm sure it is. Unless it printed crooked. Let's try it this way. Yeah, it's crooked. All right, straighten that up. So if that's straight, make sure this is straight. There we go. All right. So with this one, I'm gonna have a corner to start with. Make sure I have my book in the right direction, and actually I'm going to go ahead and just put an F here to remind me that this is the front. And I'm just going to take a look, check the height. It should be 5.5 because this is pocket size. But if you're doing this with a notebook that you don't know the size of, it's best to kind of place the notebook down and get a feel for how big it is. So I marked it with a pencil, and now I'm just going to trim it off, make sure that I'm lined up properly. That should be 5.5 like I said. I didn't check it though. Okay, so we got our height together. We're good. So this is the front. This is where we want to start, and then it's going to wrap around like that and end up about here. So I'm kind of just going to fold it over a little bit where I think I'm going to have to trim it off at, just to give me a general idea so that I don't put excess tape over here. I use double-sided tape for this. I use the strongest tape that I have, and especially around the edges. And I don't skimp on the amount of tape that I use. And yeah, so to start, I'm gonna do the outer edges and the spine where it would fold at. So let's start laying it down. Let's start with this. So I'm just gonna get it all the way to the edge, and then you could use glue. I just feel like the tape holds better. It's very unforgiving once you lay it down though, but I just think I feel more confident in the hold of the tape than I do the glue. And you don't have to worry about buckling, things like that. You get a nice clean finish with the tape. This tape is from Joanne, the Miss Sparkle. I don't even know if Joanne still sells that. It was like the dollar bin, but it wasn't a dollar. It was their version of the dollar bin. But I don't know if they still sell this, but you can find double-sided tape on Amazon. And I will link to some in the description box below. Got a little buckle there. Let's smooth that out. And then as far as the inside panels, you can use a less expensive tape in these areas. I'm just going to use this. And I'm filling it in as much as possible. As you can see. And again, you can do this with any size notebook. Of course, it's going to take more tape with a bigger notebook, but the principle is the same. And you could like Mod Podge over, if you want to protect the outside, you could Mod Podge over it to give yourself a slicker finish. So I'm going to start here, which means I'm going to peel back. And I just used my ruler to burnish down the tape to make sure that the tape was adhered to the paper good. Let's see. Take this one all the way off. And peel this one back. Okay, 'cause this is a little fiddly doing this, but I found that instead of trying to cut the paper the exact size of the notebook and then put it on, it's easier to do it this way for me. So I'm just going to line this up top and bottom and along the edge as straight as I can get it. So that's there, that's there. Okay. Now you can also put a little wet glue on there to give you a few minutes of time if you need to adjust where you're placing the paper. Let's see, make sure everything lines up. Okay. So I just peel it off one piece at a time. Hope you can see this. One piece at a time and press it down. And pull these end pieces back out of the way. So once I get to the spine, I've already pulled the tape off out of the way. Let's get some of this out of the way. I'm going to roll my cover over. Instead of trying to do it while it's flat, that way you won't have any pulling on the edge of your cover. And because of the way this paper is, it's kind of trying to fold a little bit, but we're just going to keep going. Remove some more of the tape, fold it on over. Make sure everything is lining up. Okay, then let's remove this last little bit of tape. And now we are all covered. Okay, so then you take your scissors and just trim off the excess on the edge. And I'm gonna go around like that. See how sticky this tape is? It's really sticking to my scissors. Okay. Kind of want to keep that. All right. Going to round this off. If you have a little overhang, you can go ahead and trim that off as well. This is what it looks like once it's covered inside. And now I'm even thinking of doing something on the inside, but this isn't big enough, so we'll skip it. I could make some kind of pocket though. Nah, I'll save that for something else. But anyway, that is how you use scrapbook paper or digital paper to cover a notebook. All you need is your paper and double-sided tape, scissors, ruler, and yeah, a way to trim down your paper if you need a paper trimmer. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that little gray bell so that you'll receive notification each time I upload a new video. Be sure to check the community tab and my stories for updates throughout the week. Also, check us out over at patreon.com/Scrapcraftastic for exclusive content and digital downloads. Visit my other channel, Journal Life's Journey, for craft videos and junk journals. You can find me across social media at Scrapcraftastic. Visit my website and shop at Scrapcraftastic.com. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.